Hi everyone, it's me, Brenda, back in Brenda's quilt room. I'm here with another scrappy project to show you what I have for July. Now I know we only have a few more days left in July, and I never intended this to be a Christmas in July, but as it turns out, this is a scrappy Christmas project if you want it to be. So behind me, you'll see I made this Scrappy House project, and they're all different with leftover scraps that I had. I've always loved this little schoolhouse, and originally when I started putting this together, I thought about putting some scrappy patchwork in between each block, and I kind of really didn't like that, so I went back and just put it all together side by side. And so I'm going to show you how I did this. It's an applique project, and you won't have to have everything here like the heat and bond. You could use school glue or a glue stick, however you choose to do your applique. This was the first one that I made a long time ago, and it's made just in the 3 pieces. Now there's other patchwork where all of these pieces are separate, and that's just a little bit too much tedious work for me. But I thought, I have some leftover Christmas fabric. Wouldn't that make a nice table runner if you did like 3 or 4 of these, or to make a small Christmas throw? I had some leftover star fabric from a 4th of July project I made years ago. And I thought all those stars, that the house on the stars would be really pretty. So you can either do this in the 3 pieces, or you can do one whole piece. Now I've got these scanned in as a PDF for you so that you can print these out. And this one is all one piece, and this is just a standard sheet of copy paper. Or I've done this one and it's got all 3 pieces on it. Same thing, a piece of copy paper. So what I did when I printed them off, I put them onto a piece of, I think this was poster board, or you could use the back of a cereal box or anything, you know, to make them stiff and cut them out. And this square happens to be 12.5 inches. And I was picking out some leftover Christmas fabrics that I had. I used this one to make the sample, and then this green I thought would be really pretty. Here's some red snowflakes. Depending on what fabrics you have left over, I used in this quilt behind me just light background that I had left over from other projects, and they don't all match. And I've got, I think, 3 different prints in here, and I just scrapped them up. So what you can do, if you want to use heat and bond, is you can cut a piece of this off, and you want to iron the shiny side to the wrong side of the fabric that you're using. Well, that's the background. So in this case, it would have been the green. And draw your pieces out, lay your pieces out after you've ironed this to your fabric, because the shiny side is the glue. Draw them out on your paper. That's what I did. I like to use this friction pen just because it's not real ink, and once you iron over it, the lines, you know, they will sort of disappear if you're wanting something that's not permanent. So this one, I think I drew that with a pencil. Anyway, here are my 3 pieces that I'm going to put onto this, and you can line them up however you want. You can make the roof, in the one behind me, the roof is going to the right in some of them, and in some of them it's going to the left. So once you draw your pieces out, then you'll finish cutting them out. And this is the little roof that goes to this one. So I'm cutting that out. And like I said, if you just want to draw onto the fabric and then stick these on with school glue and let it dry, you can. And you'll peel the paper off once you get it lined up how you want. Sometimes these are a little fiddly, but once you get it going, then they peel right off. And then you'll throw that away. Line up your roof line. And then with your iron, you will set your iron on here. And it only takes a few seconds for it to stick. And that's not on, but you get the idea. And then you'll take your block after your pieces are ironed on over to your sewing machine. And you can do just a straight outline all the way around. I like to do the zigzag in a very tight zigzag type stitch so that I don't have a lot of raw edges ruffling up. But I thought this turned out really cute. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 by 4. There's 16 blocks here. And then I put one border, a smaller inner border and a larger outer border. And this would make a great throw. And I could see it would be really cute. Like I said, in leftover fabrics. If you have a lot of leftover Christmas fabrics and you really don't know what you want to do with them, that this would be this went together quick. This was really quick. And if you enjoy just cutting the pieces out and gluing them on and having something to just sit and stitch on, you know, this would be a great quick Christmas project. So I know I haven't been around for a while. I've had a few things going on, but I promise you I am still out there creating and sewing, and I have a couple more scrappy projects that I'm going to be showing you. I'm trying to use up my stash this year and not have to buy a lot of fabric. So until the next time, we'll see you later. Bye.